All right, guys, we are closer than ever to seeing this R1 trophy truck move under its own power for the first time.
And we're gonna put it in gear.
And if everything goes right this week, we might actually get to watch that happen. When we started this project, there was two major problems. The chain drive, rear suspension, and jack shafts, which Brady has pretty much 80% of the way done. The second major problem was how on earth we were going to fit a throttle, a clutch, a brake, a handbrake, a steering wheel, and a shifter in the smallest cockpit known to man. So the mission is simple. If we can get those things knocked out this week, this truck will drive. And if it goes 10 feet, we're calling it a win. Okay, Brad, when you think about a full-blown race spec car, what do you think about first in the cockpit? What's it got? What's the most important thing?
Window nets and a removable steering wheel.
Okay, they normally do have those, but where the whole thing flipping starts is a seat.
Dude. Oh, look at that thing. Oh my God. Well, I think that one's gonna keep us in a lot better than that one did. And 10 times more comfy.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Flip.
Oh,
We can't even get it in.
let me try the window.
Oh. No.
Oh,
No.
flip.
Body's coming off. Oh. Yes. Stuff's tightening up in here, boys. This is shrunk even more.
That's not good.
No. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. We're knocking stuff out left and right. Got a heat shield in so that it doesn't melt this seat. Seat brackets are on, seat's freaking mounted.
This thing going 90 miles an hour, cartwheeling, you're gonna want a good seat.
You guys didn't even mention what I did. That was rude.
Well, that's because I don't know what you did.
A lot of comments have been saying we had to cut a bunch of bars to get that big, huge motor to fit, and we cut out an X. So I put in 2 more braces in, so if this thing does yard sell, that's gonna kind of keep the roll cage from folding, pretty much.
Yeah, you did. They're right here, if you can't tell. All right, tell me if I'm wrong here. The shifter should be on the right, and then right next to it, we've got a handbrake. I've got that pretty much figured out. Throttle on your left hand on the steering wheel. Clutch is on your right foot, brake is on your left.
I'm thinking throttle on your left hand, cutting.
That's your right hand.
No. Right here's. Oh,
That's
that is
your
my
right hand.
Yeah. Right hand throttle, left hand hydro,
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's got it right.
and then you've got brake and clutch down on your feet.
Of course Alex wants the shifter on the left. He's left-handed.
You're trying. You little snaky snake.
Well, you're a snake.
Yeah, that's why you won. That makes sense.
We just need a real driver in there for when we race the other YouTubers.
Yeah, so who are we gonna get?
Me, I'm the driver.
You're our real driver? Long story short, I want to just mount the shifter and the brake, the hand hydro brake first. I need to know which side those are going on.
All right, final decision. I know you guys want to do a hydro brake so this thing can drift, but we're gonna eliminate that anywhere up here. If we decide to do that, we'll make a lever or an arm foot pedal above the other brake on your left. We got left foot gas.
That's your right foot.
Right foot gas, left foot brake, right hand clutch, right hand shift, and then if we decide to do a hydro for just the rear cutting brakes, it'll be up here because you won't use it very much. We're gonna have the most control. We can't really put anything on the steering wheel because you couldn't get out of it. if anything was up there. So that's what we're doing.
You like it?
I think no. But I kind of don't think we have much of a choice. All right, guys, I'm ready to show what I just did.
It better be good.
Oh, it
I'm
better
ready
be
to see
good.
something sick.
Check this out.
Oh my goodness.
Dude.
That's our shifter.
Does it shift?
Not quite. I needed to mount this side first before I went to the back and mounted the back side of the shifter. But that's not going to be super hard.
Dude, when I thought about linkage, I thought it was going to be a bunch of rods and moving swivels. I didn't think of a cable.
No, so this cable was from an art car shifter that I bought from one of our Jeeps. So it's a push-pull, like thick sequence cable. And then this is from a hydro for like a drift car that I pulled the brake cylinder out of.
He doesn't look that smart, but sometimes he proves me wrong.
You know all the things you've done over the years that have just been sheer stupid?
Oh, yeah.
You may have just made up for a lot of that. That's wow, dude.
That's cool.
Nice work, dude.
Well, what the flip did you do?
I got our PRP harnesses all mounted, so I've got the bottom 3 tabs, and then the harnesses go around the bar up here, and then I put some gussets in to our seat brackets. So our seat shouldn't go anywhere, and we should be seat belted in pretty tight.
That's excellent news. What was on the lathe? He says, I don't want to go into a lot of detail.
Something tells me this is going to be long.
We got a set of calipers coming.
Okay. This here is the old original chain. Okay, that's the one that kept coming off and breaking. That is our new chain.
Oh my goodness.
So, with this old sprocket, which comes off of like a four-wheeler that this axle goes to, it is a lot skinnier than this one. So when I put the wide sprocket on, our bolts and our sprocket hit the carrier. So I had to lathe or turn down this hub so it brought the whole sprocket over so I could finish the jack shaft so the sprocket's lined up. So
more or less, you turn down the hub to make it work with the thick sprocket.
yeah, and we're talking like 1/16 of an inch of it working and not working. I mean, look at that. That axle.
It finally spins good.
Okay, not just that. Okay, I got something else. I was kind of worried about taking a hard hit one side or the other, you know, because it's only mounted here in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna come out here. I got a bearing support
No
for
way.
the outside that will tie into the swing arm, so that will take so much more load when this tire or that tire hit an obstacle.
This is going to be mounted in like 48 spots.
Dude, that was genius to do that like that because those are just spacers. You just pull the spacers out, throw a bearing in there.
Super easy to replace them if they ever go bad, and it's gonna sturdy this rear end up big time.
Looking at you guys, I just didn't think you guys had it in you.
No, you just wouldn't see it right off the bat.
I mean, you look at me and you'd be like, yeah, I expect that out of him.
We got problems. And I don't even know what they are yet. We've been working all day on this thing. Might single-handedly be the most, what do you call that? Productive? Productive. The most productive day we've ever had on this thing. I'll show you everything that we got into, but Alex just hit me with, go get the camera. I got problems.
So we were having issues with this steering rod being in our way of our feet, so we can't have very big pedals, and we needed a lot more room for these pedals. So I took our steering rack off and positioned it in a different way and made new brackets, so it's all new brackets, and it actually looks pretty cool. And then you get in here,
Oh, please tell me it's not what I'm thinking.
and you turn
Please tell me it's not.
left,
Oh my god.
and it turns right.
Wait a minute. Dude, that's a full-blown Napoleon Dynamite sigh.
Would it still do that if we were in Australia?
I think on the other side of the equator, it would turn the right way.
You just took something that wasn't a problem and just made it a problem.
Come on, this is cool. No one would be able to steal it. They'd jump in it and they couldn't figure it out, so they might give it back.
You're an idiot.
Just for the record, you're the one that said flip it upside down. I just listened to you.
You were.
All we gotta do is just flip that rack, and then it'll be fixed.
I faintly remember saying that, but I'm also not the one, like, you should have probably caught that.
It's really not that big of a deal. It's just kind of funny.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal?
You just spent almost all day today doing that.
Yeah, I think we just get used to it. It's not a big deal.
It'll be easier to drive it in reverse that way.
This is why I never do anything.
That's the only reason?
Yeah, everything I do is backwards.
The good part about this is he'll have that tore apart so fast.
All right, we are all hands on deck to get this thing moving, because if it's gonna move, it's gotta be today. We are running out of time. Alex is working on the steering because we did end up moving the steering wheel. Brady is working on the rear jack shafts, trying to get them welded, the sprockets welded to the jack shafts so they don't come off. I custom built this air box for the intake of the engine, and it's not gonna have a top plate on it, but it's gonna be bolted on there. We didn't end up getting a throttle cable in time, so we're gonna be driving it with your hand pulling the throttle. Clutch levers mounted, shifters mounted, both cables are ran and done, seats mounted, new link mounts are built for the rear axle. There has been a ton get done, and normally I'm the one filming all this getting done, but all three of us have been working, so I haven't been able to capture all the footage. But I'm pretty sure here in a couple of minutes, this thing is gonna be ready for its very first drive. And at the beginning of this, I said that if it goes 10 feet, it's gonna be a success. I can't even wait to see it move on its own in the shop today. All right, so Brady today has been pretty locked in. Haven't heard a word from him. I walked into the shop, he was working on the lathe.
Yeah, he didn't say a word to me. I don't know what's up.
Hopefully he's not just in a bad mood. Hopefully he's locked in and focused. But either way, we're gonna mix him up some AG1 to make his day go a little bit better. Obviously, we're gonna use the Peck Brothers hack, orange juice with the AG1. Once you use orange juice, you're never gonna be going back. Typically, you just mix it with cold water. Whatever means necessary to get this green stuff in your body.
I drink AG1 literally every morning. This is mine, it's already gone. And when I don't have it, I'm not a happy individual.
The reason we use AG1 every day, and the reason this is gonna help Brady, is because it's packed with nutrients. It's got superfoods, vitamins, minerals, pre and probiotics, everything that your body needs that it's not getting from normal food. And so believe it or not, when you give your body what it needs, you're happier. Hopefully it works that way with Brady today. I brought you something, because we like you. I don't know why you haven't said anything to us today. Are you locked in, or are you in a bad mood?
I'm busy.
So you're not mad. You're just locked in.
I probably got something to be mad about. Something you guys did. But no, I'm not mad.
There you go. That's the berry flavor too.
Thanks.
I'm telling you, once you guys start drinking AG1, you're not gonna want to have a morning routine without it.
Not only does it make you feel good and make you happy, it helps support your immune system, helps your gut health, and it supports your energy level.
Head to the link in our description now to try AG1 for yourself. When you first subscribe to AG1, you'll get a welcome kit, a bottle of D3 K2, a morning person hat, and you'll get to try each new flavor of AG1, and you'll get to try their new sleep supplement, AGZ. That's $126 worth of free stuff for new subscribers. That's the best deal they've ever offered our audience. So go to our link, drinkag1.com/peckbrothers. It's in our description. Thank you so much, AG1, for supporting our channel and sponsoring today's video.
Don't let that clamp get wrapped up in that chuck.
Don't you worry.
I don't know how this has taken us this long, but it has. And it keeps blowing my mind how long stuff takes on just such a little truck.
I mean, I wouldn't say we're the fastest guys that there ever was by any means, but This truck is kicking our butts. All right, guys, gotta be honest about something. Us three got our absolute butts kicked this week. Caleb set the goal first thing this week that this truck would be driving on its own for at least 10 feet. It was a pretty lofty goal, but me and Alex jumped on board and says, maybe we could do it. Between the three of us combined, we've put in over 170 hours this week, and we are still not done. And to make things even tougher, Caleb actually had past plans that they made to be with his wife and her family tonight. So we lost him and there's only 2 of us left. Normally on a week like this, we would probably say, we're out of here too to go spend some time with our wives and our kids because we haven't even hardly seen them this week. But you guys clicked on this video to see that truck rolling under its own power, and me and Alex are gonna stay here until that actually gets done. We're getting so close to this thing actually working that we're just gonna keep pushing through it, and I guess me and Alex and you guys are gonna be the first ones to see this thing drive on its own. Caleb's gonna be bummed to have not been here because I just hit a major milestone. I've spent 4 weeks straight on this whole rear suspension, jack shaft, chain assembly, and it is now.
Oh,
Look at that, dude.
hold
It-
up. Let me see the chains.
So it's not only ready to turn, but it also will work with the suspension. So chains ain't gonna be coming off, flipping all over the place. We're gonna feel pretty dang good about just giving it the beans and it actually holding together.
So all the pillow blocks, the bearings, everything that holds the swing arm chain stuff in place is done and ready to roll.
They're not completely finish welded, but they're tacked on good enough to be able to make it our 10 feet.
Dude, seeing that spin and go up and down really makes it worth all the time, because you could have made something with like 2 inches of travel, but to be able to have 3 chains all be able to be tightened and have like 20 inches of travel, that's worth it.
Let's measure how much travel this has. I've actually been wondering that.
All right, this is full droop. Bottom of the tube is 13 and 3/16.
All right, 13 and 3/16.
Yep.
36 and over 3/16. What is that? 36 and 13. 23 inches of travel, dude.
Out of an 8-inch shock and like a 2-foot swing arm.
That is awesome. That's why this thing jumps so good. That is a lot of travel.
All right, all we have to do is put the fuel tank on, hook up the battery, hook up all the fuel lines, put the front shocks on, put the body on,
Yep. Probably should just do the light bar just for good sake.
and the
So
light
it's
bar. Yeah, because it's cool. Then we can drive it.
cool. Dude,
10
are you
feet.
kidding me? All right. If this truck makes it from that line to this line, we did what Caleb told us we had to do.
And he's not even here to see it.
Dude, I feel like the little kid in me is happening right now. I can't. It's happening. We're gonna turn on our R1 trophy truck, put it in gear, and drive it. Dude, this thing is looking so sick.
Poppin', grindin' like ain't no option. Throwing assists to all my homies. Got feel like John Stockton. Every week I stay dropping. Got y'all stay consistent in. Hurt the blind, lead the blind. But I got the vision in. Know the street deficient. Needed my assistance. Real since my assistance.
All right, guys, before we see if that mini trophy truck drives for the first time, I gotta remind you, this is the last chance you'll ever have to be able to win this red mini Jeep and a brand new Charmac trailer. We haven't really shown you guys that much about this trailer, so I'm gonna show you now. This thing is perfect size for dirt bikes, 4-wheelers, golf carts. You can put shelves in here and do your work out of it. Start a business from this thing. This thing's got aluminum sheeting. You can't even see the fasteners. It's got that new style look, the new Charmac logo, and the same old Charmac quality. I think the best part about this trailer is you don't have to have a huge truck to pull this thing. You can pull it with an SUV, you can pull it with a car, you can pull it with dang near anything, so it's not massive. It carries most of the things you'll ever need to carry. This is our biggest giveaway yet, and we can't wait to see who goes home with our prized possession. This mini Jeep has quite the story behind it. It's been to the top of Pritchett Canyon twice. It's been stranded in the Idaho mountains for 7 years. We resurrected it, and it's the funnest thing we have. All you gotta do is get on our website, peckbrothersoffroad.com. Anything you buy from the website gets you entered to win this Jeep and this trailer. We've got something for everybody. This has gotta be my favorite beanie we've ever made. That logo looks so good that I put it on my snowmobile. Not only do we have hats, beanies, shirts, sweatshirts, we got stickers, we've got jerky. We have spent a ton of time making sure all of our merch is high quality. We love them, we wear it every day, it lasts a long time. So not only will you get your favorite piece of merch, you'll get entered to win our prized possession mini Jeep and a brand new Charmek trailer that it fits perfectly inside. So go get entered because this is the last chance. It ends December 24th at midnight.
For you guys that have watched the channel for a long time, you saw us build these and you know that this red mini Jeep is kind of my baby. So it's gonna be hard to let go of it, but I'm happy that it's going to one of you guys. Sometimes you just gotta sacrifice where you have to.
All right, it's time to see that mini trophy truck drive for the first time with its new R1 motor and its new freaking sick 3-chained swing arm. Dad showed up at the perfect time to see this thing work.
I just want to know if it still steers backwards.
Yeah, I didn't even... Did you fix that?
When are you guys gonna let that go? Okay, that was a mistake. It's fixed, I think. I don't know. I actually haven't steered it from the inside yet.
Let's see this thing move. This thing is tiny.
Holy crap. Ready?
So the only control, well, two controls that we didn't get done was the throttle. So we have a throttle cable. He's gonna have to hold onto the cable and pull it with his fingers. And then also we don't have brakes yet, so.
Caleb said that he'd have the throttle, the brakes, and everything figured out, and this is what he leaves us for a throttle.
At least the wiring looks pretty good.
Caleb wouldn't let me work on it this week because it worked enough to start it, so that'll get done another week.
No way, dude.
We just made it 10 feet.
That thing was solid.
I got nervous because I don't have any brakes, but that worked exactly like it should have. Dude, your freaking jack shafts and chains worked.
Dude, they seem like, it seems like the gearing is dialed.
It's money. You can let the clutch out without gas. Like, it won't kill it. That's freaking awesome.
If we
dude.
had another day and a radiator, we could drive this thing.
For real, we could go whip some donuts.
Oh!
Thank you so much to everybody that has signed up to sponsor this truck. Whether it was your name or your business, we appreciate it a ton. We're designing the wrap right now for it. So if you want your name or business on this truck, go to our website, and on the business one, there's a spot to upload your logo. And on the signature one, there's a spot to type your name. This is a super special thing we're doing. We're letting our audience sponsor this truck. So it's an actual trophy truck. And it's gonna be so fun to see all you guys' names and businesses on the side of this thing while we're doing 90 through some whoops. It also gets you entered into the giveaway. So if you want your name or your business on this thing, go right now because it's closing soon. There's only a couple spots left. This is your last chance. Thank you so much for watching our videos, guys. We appreciate it more than you guys know. And we here at Peck Brothers wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This thing is money, dude. It's money.
Dude, the gearing seems pretty freaking
The
good.
gearing seems awesome. I wish I could floor it or like give it gas.